me both, but I said that when I met Misty, and I still fucking told anybody shit.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna fucking like.
I don't know who to talk to.
Hey, I'm Jared.
Hi.
I want to be on the front. Hello. Paige.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's go to
Bob.
this page. I like this one.
Bob,
Who's this
Why-
guy next to me?
why is Bulba my son?
I don't know. People have way too much free time. That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay. People have.
Apparently, his community is making a family tree.
I don't get it.
One of the members is my son.
They have way too much free time. That's all. That's all that I can say.
Are we getting a mummy's mask ancestry.com? Because I'm totally down for that.
I think we already.
My chat did that once. I don't know how it went because I was the uninterested father.
I went to go buy smokes and scratchers and never returned.
That's pretty much what happened.
I have a follower and sub in my channel that's their backstory. Their name.
Oh God!
No, it's somebody else in my channel. I know it is.
What?
But their name is Satan's Mom's Tramp Stamp.
Wow.
Yeah, and they come in every other month, and we're like, back from getting smokes. What's up?
God damn it. Perfect.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, thank you so much, Tib. Tib subbing in Crundus. Blacklight.
There you go.
Centurio.
Oh, hey.
Centurio Av, Dream of Orca, and Waka. And Waka, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's right out of the gate. Launch into a luck reroll. Feels good, man.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
listen,
Hey, man.
Chat, we've told you we talk about really weird shit prior to stream that you'll never hear about.
Profit for Anarchy, your money.
I mean, we hope.
Patreon tier should be pre-stream.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Seriously, you could make it like a small subsection of. You know what it is? I know what it is. You give them the Zoom code for one person, and they get to just sit in quietly until we start. Make it like $100. It is worth it, people. Worth it.
One person gets in and so what are you guys talking about? I'm gonna burn down Chipotle and nobody's gonna catch me.
Well, it's like when Howard Stern gets people on the couch. They're not allowed to talk. They just have to sit there in the corner and shut the hell up and watch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah.
That's how it works.
Probably, yeah.
Unless you've been in one of the campaigns, then you never forget. It's true. Grizz, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing, Fernando?
Satan's
Ben?
Tramp Stamp, by the way, got gifted a sub in your channel.
Yeah.
All right.
I
My,
love Ben.
My friend Wars here is a little. He's a little strange. He's first foremost, he's lost his fucking rocker. He's gifted over 613 gift subs in the channel alone, which is nutty. But
Fight you, Al.
he sometimes will give it to the strangest names.
I approve.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, guys! How's everybody feeling? How you doing?
What up? It's doing good.
What up? Yeah, that's the best answer, actually. So I've
Not son.
Grizzly Ben?
yeah, I've got a thing, and I actually teased a little bit of it yesterday and a little bit last week as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share it out, just to let people know. I did a thing. I created some new bub merch.
Oh no.
With the help of an artist by the name of Xavier Star. I'm not sure if everybody here is familiar with Xavier or not.
Oh, I don't
Can
know.
I finally get my bubber floaties?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, right. Xavier is
oh
really
my
good
god, how
people.
cute is she? Did you also get new alerts? Because I'm standing those alerts pretty hard right now.
Yes, I've pretty much got new everything. There's like a resurfacing of everything on stream all the way down to the panels below, which is kind of nice. So everything is very different. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up onto primary screen. Let's hope that this doesn't bungle anything up.
My water fetcher's adorable.
Uh-huh.
Go to maps. Boom, bam. I'll pull up a full scale so everybody can see exactly what it is. But
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt, but she is wearing a Twitch t-shirt.
nice.
All right.
Oh, how adorable.
Let's let me get a full size of this so everybody can get an idea of what it's gonna be.
Can it be Donkor until they come?
You know, it's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna go to let's go to full screen real quick.
We'll just force Ben to come in and play his dwarf for the first
I get
20
to see
minutes of
Ben
this run.
tomorrow.
Let's
I'm so excited.
drop this in at the St. Jude thing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Add image. this thing. Here we go. On desktop. Yeah, here we go. Just got to do some proper resizing. Forgive me here. My preparations.
Holy guacamole!
Wow.
No, I think I'm not. When I see a lot of luck rerolls right in the beginning, I'm both elated and terrified.
Oh, wow.
As if they know something that we don't.
Based on what we did last session, I think
true.
there's few things that could just suddenly jump down our throats
Oh my god,
that
that's
would
amazing.
surprise me.
That's pretty cool.
The power of dice compels you.
That's
So-
amazing.
Swear. He's such a meme lord. Did you come up with the slogan or did he?
Yeah, no, I pitched the entire thing to him. Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay. And then he executed it. Yeah, Xavier's great.
that's RNGesus. We'll actually post it up here in camera as
Oh my god, your face
Donkor.
in the lower right is my new favorite thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Add image. Pre-existing. So if anybody would like to get their hands on that, I'll get a link out so everybody can see it. Bear with me one more time. We did just get gifted, what, like 5?
Like 15? Someone just
15?
did 10?
What?
There was 2 5s and a 10 that I saw, I thought.
Yeah, there was a
Or
10.
maybe just 1 5 and a 10.
Let's pop that all the way into the back. There we go.
5.
Definitely a 10, a whole shit tons of 1s, a 5.
Yeah.
All right.
8.
I'm going to say just give us all of our reroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with
Just
that.
take all of them.
Prophet of the Swarm, which is another how many prophets are there? I'm mostly how are
Well,
there so many?
Anarchy, Fear, and Swarm get together. They're 3 riders of the apocalypse
Right.
in
I'm gonna-
the desert.
Like, don't make me start memeing some new accounts for you.
Oh,
We're all going to show up
goodness
next week as
gracious.
Prophet accounts.
Nurble. Yeah, no shit.
Prophet of Neferani.
Oh, Nurble, just some Canadian rethinks. Teddy Homeboy, Photon Cypher, C14, Nebulous, Shivs, and Denlara, along with Dayspire. You guys are officially subs. Welcome in. And that's 2 luck rerolls. Yeah, they gotta be new ones. Them resubbies are fantastic. Welcome in, but we gotta get the new subs up so they can hold. So yeah, you've unlocked 3 so far. Man. Wait, who is Prophet of the Swarm?
Now you got to ask yourself, you're like, wait a minute. They've cheered 10K and they've been here for 6 months.
Yeah,
Shit.
I don't know who this is.
It's a good thing that the new mod controls allow us to fucking check all their interesting things.
Oh my god, they've been following for so long.
753 messages.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your first recorded message. Do a little bit of searching.
I love the
This is like
mod tool.
CSA or CIA stuff.
See, right.
Oh my god,
What
we're
was
back
your
in
first emote on
2018.
Twitch?
They said in
Garrett, if you
2014,
don't-
yeah.
Take your glasses off, a la David Caruso. I'm gonna be disappointed.
God.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
It's Zerg. I gotcha. I'm picking it up now. All right. Okay, so shenanigans aside, let's hop in a recap. Can we do that? Okay, so what happened last time we played? Can anybody recall?
We fought some dudes.
Well,
There were lots of dudes that almost killed us like
And
17
things.
times.
we all fought different dudes, as it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dudes and sand snakes, and I mean that was really it. I
Yeah,
made them fight themselves.
simultaneously in different rooms.
It all worked out in the end.
It did.
Everybody's alive.
Everybody is still kicking.
Still bleeding out of many holes. Don't worry about it. Nobody seemed to...
when the tank goes and pulls and the rogue goes and pulls more.
Yeah. So we're playing Final Fantasy 11 now. Sweet.
Well, I think the bard technically pulled as well. I don't know. If I didn't, I meant to. I mean, let's be honest. It was just kind of that sort of day.
I'm hanging out in the middle. My DPS are pulling from all sides. And I'm like, wait, we don't have a healer.
Pilakka was a statue a whole lot.
That's
Yes.
why we had a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think Pilakka played that very well, knowing that she couldn't quite do all of the things that everybody else was clearly doing.
Oh, from out of character, Pilakka saved our asses. Like 100%, I'm sure. I mean, there was a lot of luck there, but like with the throwing of the voice and the statuing, like, and saving herself, I think that there might have been a death had there not been Pilakka, like, statuing.
Yeah. Pilakka also legitimately can't go into the thick of things. She has 8 con and 8 HP and 11 AC. She doesn't take hits. Very, very, very fragile.
Yeah, not frontline at all, which makes sense. I mean, it's pretty standard for a witch.
And for a very, very old witch, and especially one who's also a bird, she's very lightweight.
Yes.
Didn't I get crit like twice?
Yes.
Did you? I don't know.
I think you got threatened twice and crit.
I think I got crit twice, confirmed once.
I think I want to say.
In our short bout of combat against the dwarf.
I passed out. That's right. I got squeezed by a nope rope.
That's right.
And
do you remember what that was? What was said nope rope?
It was made out of sand because when I hit it, half his face kind of like slid off.
Yeah,
What's an elemental?
It was an elemental of some kind, but you guys never quite got a name of it specifically. I don't think anybody even rolled high enough to determine
You
that.
gave it to us a couple of times.
Yeah, it was. I think Donkor actually recognized it. At one point.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah, because I definitely heard the name because I was like, cool, that's a species name. And you're like, you would know because of blah, blah, blah if you got a good look at it. And then I didn't until like the very end. And I was like, oh, hey, I do know what that is. Anyway, I got to go fight these dudes before they stab me in the back.
Yeah.
Have fun.
It was called a sandling.
Yeah.
That was it.
I cut off his head. That was pretty cool.
You did. You actually, you crit the thing, which was awesome. Honestly, I think if this had been any other naturally living creature, you guys would have excelled past the fight very, very well. But because it had damage reduction, you were sinking like 5 damage around, having minimal effect on it. Which, for some of you, that was all of your damage. Like Xanjafar, that was all you were putting out for like three or 4 rounds. There was some of Neferani's damage. Abasi puts out quite a bit of damage. Yeah.
Well, because I was looking at it and I was like, it's sand. I don't know what to do. I'm going to pour water on it. And you're like, it gets slow. I was like, sweet. I think I found a way that we don't get fucked by this thing. And then I hit it and you're like, that did big damage. And then everyone else kept hitting it. You're like, that does nothing. And I'm like, it's not the water that hurt it. It's every damage number above 4 seems to matter.
Yeah, because I mean, someone, I forget who it was, but someone crit. And then their damage was low and it was like, nope.
I hit him for like 11 at one point. He's like, you did real damage. And I'm like, yay, does that mean we're through the defense?
Who else? A bunch of us hit. For some reason, everybody, as soon as we start, they're like, your lights are too dark.
Yeah, that's gonna happen though. With people having certain aversions to their light levels, because some of you can see in the dark just fine. Some of you have low light, and then your son of the Pharaoh here has normal vision.
Oh, that's right. I like your necklace.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's famous.
Let's kind of talk about that for a second. That was, I feel like, what was the most important aspect of last week's discoveries. You guys found out that Xanjafar is the son of the Pharaoh.
Woo.
That changed some things. It changed the dynamic a little bit.
Dare he?
Sorry.
I say we take him hostage, hold him for ransom.
Think of all the
We have
things we
him right
can.
here.
I say the same. I'm out of money. I need more.
I need to be held for ransom.
We'll cut you in on the ransom plot.
Yeah, it'll be great. I'll even hype myself up. I'll make we can record me with some type of magic and make me look sad. It'd be great.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't pull a whole lot of money out of here, we got a little side backup plan.
I'm okay with this.
This is Xanjafar in the cave getting hit with sticks.
Well, no, I'm thinking though that Xanjafar is in on this. Like, okay, so.
Oh yeah, but you gotta make the video look good that you send to his dad in the magic ball.
Right, exactly. Like, when Gidok goes to reenact this, it needs to look like all Rocket Raccoon style.
Gidok standing in front of the pharaoh going, whack, 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 whack.
And like he gets like some red like clay and puts it on his fur, like that's me.
Xanjafar for gold written on the ground.
Perfect. I see zero faults in this plan.
Now that this secret has been sprung, how do you think this is going to change the dynamic for you? Do you think they're going to begin catering to you?
From Xanjafar's perspective, like, I don't. In this scenario, I don't want to be catered to. Like, I came just to have fun and, like, you know, seek out thrill and some exciting stuff. I don't like that my clothes keep getting messed up and I'm covered in goop 24/7. But I don't really want to be treated too differently. But at the same time, I don't want to be in. You know, I have a big ego because, you know, I come from bloodline, whatever.
Well, I have really good news for you. Your introduction as the Pharaoh's son did one thing for Abasi. Stopped him from breaking your nose. You only went back one step.
I doubt that this is the first time that I've had my nose broken, though. But not by a paladin, though. So that would have been the first.
How many paladins just going around breaking people's noses?
All of them,
Can't
right?
be a big list.
That's what paladins do, right? Like, or was I reading the wrong book?
I might just play more paladin.
Wrong target.
Well, that seems more accurate.
But I don't want them to treat me differently, but I think that it is going to change a big dynamic because it's like pretty, it's
significant.
Pretty big thing to drop on people. Like, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I'm like the president's son or whatever, you know.
Ashley, here, put on this knight armor. I gotta make sure you never get hurt again.
Now we can play Protect the President. It's a fun game now.
I like to use the rogue as bait, though. That was such a fun game.
Me too. I like that game, except for the sand snake. I didn't like that at all.
Hmm.
It had no eyes. I cut through it like 5 times.
Like I said, if I hadn't seen that snake, my plan was just to shut the door so you could keep away from us and your fucking any problems you could make for 5 minutes while we kill these dudes.
You just knock on the door. You all right in there? Okay.
He must be fine. He's not making any noise.
Okay.
Got eaten by a snake half hour ago.
So that's magic from there and from. Okay.
You're scaring me.
I'm just recording some things that are being PM'd to me over Discord.
Oh no.
Scaring me even more?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, mayhaps. We'll see. It just.
Mayhaps is not the word of someone who's confident in our future.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Calls himself God and then says, mayhaps you survived this. No, I don't know.
It's Ra. Excuse me. I changed it from God to Ra. I thought that was a little better in this time, but who knows?
A little more accurate to the fact that you're still a god presiding over idiots in a hole somewhere.
There's a lot of other gods too, but inevitably you are your own leaders at this point. Let's just see where tonight takes us. We ended the session with the discovery that Xanjafar was the son of the Ruby Prince, Prince Kismet III, the Pharaoh. That's kind of big news. So we are going to lead from there. Did we have anything else occur? Anything super significant?
Not that I can remember.
Asked him not to kill the dude.
But I don't remember what it
I
was.
remember Pilakka took eyeballs.
Yeah, I did get some sweet eyeballs.
There was some dudes like that got totally owned in the tunnel. You're
Yes.
welcome. Me with my mad door closing skills.
There was a sweet axe and Donkor.
That's right. Donkor's like
Donkor-
stroking the axe.
That's right, he does.
Standing
Still
there with
holding it. After all this time.
Just frozen in place.
It's like, Donk, are you okay? I have an axe.
That's just what he kept repeating to himself, and I'm getting scared over here.
You were worried
You know
about the
what that
mask. Yeah, you were certainly worried about the mask. This axe, though. I see a plot device.
Now, did these guys have anything useful on them, like money pouches or?
No, they went light, knowing that they had to carry Kill and potentially carry up an unconscious Abasi. Yeah, it could lead to very
No, I
some
checked the
things.
bodies the first thing, and all they had was the axe because I was looking for information after I asked him not to kill the last one so we could find out anything.
Everything
And
was
he
fairly
pops
mundane.
him through the head.
I think we know what's going on here. Well,
I mean, yeah, but
we know
don't
who sent him.
I don't know where all of our problems are. Like, we know that, yeah, okay,
True.
my dad sent him down, but where is my dad staying? Do we know any of his rituals? Do we know anything about him? Do we know who he hangs out with other than the Pook, who we already know we can't afford to upset? Is there anything we can do to turn the Pook against him? I need info.
True.
Why are my kids here?
Pilakka will suggest to Abasi, perhaps you and the prince should get your hands dirty. Maybe the cat, the one with the snappy one. He seems a bit preoccupied, but perhaps drag these bodies out of this room. I would not leave them in sight of that. And she gestures at the mirror.
I'm gonna glare at the mirror and say something that sounds like it almost could be a swear, but it's not me. I would not swear. Mostly.
Meow, you! Leaves the room.
Right.
Let's take a look at our situation here a little bit further. So, for the time being, we're going to have Donkor go to NPC mode. If something comes up and I feel like he needs to say something, or there's an action that will require him, we will, for all intents and purposes, just maintain him as an NPC and function as such. But it's largely going to be the four of you here.
Let me get this straight here. You come along after I've put down all these lovely assholes, and you just take their eyes out and then tell me to drag the body away. It's my problem now.
I believe one of them put them down by striking the mirror.
No, that only got the one.
Who's counting? Anyway,
The man who had to walk through them with an what do you mean he was counting? I have fingers still. 1, 2, 3, dead.
Boss, you
not
will
want
notice that there is a substantial blow across the front of Pilakka. Though it was healed.
But
Yeah.
Pilakka has full health.
Yes, though it was healed, it's not going to taper away from the idea that it was still a slash across the body from a slashing weapon. And you were almost certain that Pilakka wasn't engaged in the combat.
Yeah, but I was in the room watching Pilakka during all of that.
Yes.
That's okay.
I watched the fake one come in, and I tried to bet that it was Pilakka, and you were like, you think it might be, but there's no way to tell. And then he got fucked up and fell over, and I went, oh, the bird.
Definitely the bird.
And then I was miraculously healed.
God healed you and me.
We were both miraculously healed. Because God loves us.
Yeah, and then I
And
got fucked up again.
Ra loves us. Sorry.
Thank you, Raw.
Definitely chat more than anything else.
Fuck you, Raw.
Can chat be like a conglomerate, like version of Ra?
Well, there's a lot of Egyptian gods. I feel like
Yeah, you
they each get one.
Chat
Take and
was
pick
my
one.
god on my bard.
Chat, what are you the god of?
Cats.
Anyway, I'm gonna say to in return to Abasi, one of your profession should understand that there are not normal happenings here, and that the dead may not rest so easily. I would keep them out of view of anything with advanced magical properties. We know not else what this mirror does.
But I'm not saying I won't. I can't drag the bodies. I just have just one simple question for you. Why is it you thought it was brave and intelligent to stand in front of the mirror you're asking them to attack when you knew it was going to cut you in half?
Wait.
My hip locked up.
So
I don't know how old you are, so I have to believe it.
when Abasi says that,
Very.
I'm gonna basically bound in front of him and be like, "Wait, did you do this?
I mean,
Me?
Because I thought the mirror did this."
well, now wait a minute. Just so we're clear on this. The mirror was trying to kill you, and I thought I would help, and in turn, we both almost ended up dead, and I haven't touched the mirror since.
whatever happens to the mirror happens to everyone who's looking at the mirror. This much we have surmised.
Did you know that?
We just found out.
I got hit with you. I found out when we fell down.
I'm just gonna back up and stand next to the bird, basically be like, Bird and I got slashed.
Yeah, I'm just leaning against the wall, like
no. Wait,
glad that the attention's off me.
I'm not gonna take this from the likes of the two of you. Nah, see here, I came in to protect you, and bad things happened. She tried to kill everyone, including herself. That's not an adult team. Come on. What is this right here?
I meant to duck out of the way, but at my age, certain things get slippy.
Are you okay, Bird? And I'm just gonna, whether she likes it or not, just go to pat her on the head.
Good. She doesn't respond.
Do one of those. Goddamn fucking animal people down here always telling me what. And the boss, he's trying to drag one of the bodies into the next room where the snake was.
Yeah, that's kind of where she was hinting.
Yeah.
They should
drag the
go.
bodies up.
I'm just gonna, I'll pat her head uncomfortably long, and then just like, and just, I believe you. And then I'll go over to Abasi and pat him on the head a couple times for good measure. And then try to help pull the bodies away.
Drag the body away. No, don't worry about me, the man with all the stab wounds in his chest. No, it's fine.
I patted your head. You should be fine.
From the corner of the room, Donkor stands, just kind of avoiding eye contact. But when someone leans over into his direction, clutching the axe, I have an axe.
Yes, very well.
I'm gonna go help him with the body.
I heard you the first 13 times, you daft bastard! Move a body!
It was only 11.
I forget. Is this door here open?
Which door for here?
Sorry, I'm trying to ping. The east door.
No.
Here. If you can't see through it, it's not open.
That's
Okay.
where I motioned that the footprints had been going to a couple of sessions ago, but we haven't opened that door yet.
Abasi was basically like, we can run into any room except for that
Don't go into that room!
Not that room.
And Donkor was like, we're going into that room, and then we got attacked.
Do any of the footprints remain after all of this process while they're dragging the bodies? After like the fight and stuff?
Most of the footprints in the room itself, when they drag the bodies, it sort of sweeps away the primary walking area, but you will see that some of the sand that left undisturbed in front of the door still has some stippled prints of some creature. Looks like something can move through there on very like finer pointed digits.
Okay. Am I able to ascertain? Am I able to like compare them to like the creatures we saw earlier, the scorpion, like, or the camel spiders, whatever they were?
Yeah, actually. Let's see. Give me if you have knowledge nature or just a flat wisdom.
Oh, I got knowledge nature.
No, you don't.
Oh.
Oh, I've got nothing. All right. So it could be. It could be a number of creatures, but from the looks of it, it's certainly something that has a finer limb. So it could be a spider, it could be a scorpion. You definitely don't believe it to be human or humanoid. You would think that most bipedal creatures have larger feet or whatever they happen to walk on at that point. In this case, you don't think that it's any of these people.
Okay.
I want to, since I'm from the area and I know a lot of like dark, well, I don't want to say dark stuff, but
Are you guys dragging the bodies here?
Yeah, I'm just putting them in the pit one by one while they figure out what to do next because Abasi's been told that he's a bad boy and he has
Food
to
for the
move
next
trash.
sandling.
I'm helping because I don't want to sit in the same room with the guy with a giant axe.
Okay, sure.
Just keeps mumbling, I have an axe.
But I want to look at their bodies to see if I can recognize if they're like mercenaries that I would know or if they're his father's actual like people. Can I use knowledge local for that, right? See if I would recognize them within my circles.
You can tell. I mean, you from looking at them immediately, like you don't have to necessarily recollect if it's someone that you've seen. You don't know them just from looking at them. You've never seen them previous to this. Okay. And based on the way that they're dressed, they seem to embellish the look of someone from a neighboring city or tomb, just a different realm.
Okay, so I would have no idea about anything about them, right?
Unless you are familiar with the area that Abasi is from.
Negative. I don't
Okay.
think.
Wow, a pharaoh's son who doesn't give a shit about the pomade. What a dick!
I like alcohol. You guys like
Dwarves?
Good. Well, I mean, yeah, true. You have good mead.
And you
That's all
people
I
are a
would-
bunch of dirty drunks, right?
Your people are a bunch of dirty drunks.
Wait,
How
the
did you know?
pharaohs or the dwarves?
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
So good at finding common ground.
Pilakka.
Right. You know,
Alcohol.
bond over something.
They continue to drag the bodies out. It takes them a few moments to remove them. Leaves slight blood trails from wherever the body was left to the sandling pit itself. You know that Donkor is just kind of hanging out in the corner, and it seems like Neferani is just kind of monitoring the actions. It's sort of like the journeyman on a lot at this point. Is there anything in particular that you wish to do?
I'm probably going to look through my inventory and have a potion because I think I'm still full of holes.
Okay.
And I know for sure that Bird Brain has healed me in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I need to start keeping track of who I fielded not.
Okay.
Can I go
Well-
around visually? And I think in the last 24, I've healed. I've definitely
Neferani
healed
and
Abasi,
Mhm.
Neferani. I'm not too sure about the other two. I think I have healed both of our rogues previously,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if that was within the last 24 hours or not.
Who
I think
here?
you healed Donkor when he fucked his hand on the trap.
Who
Didn't
here is has damage on their characters?
Should just be me.
Okay. Pilakka, give me a heal check.
All right.
And depending on what you roll, very good. You should know within like a 5% range of how he is. If realistically, if you are damaged, are you below half?
If I were to give an exact value, I would say that I am just ever so barely above half.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
You- bloodied. Abasi has seen better days, easier days for certain.
Okay. She'll just eye him up and be like, "Have healing potions been magically appearing in your backpack as well?"
I don't know about my backpack. They've just kind of showered over me when I'm about to die.
Well, yeah, drink up, and I'll give him one of my cure light potions out of my bag.
Cure light is
Light's-
1d8 plus 1.
Okay. Yay!
Heal up 5 more.
Ew.
That's not going to really do much for the way that you naturally look. If you are under the weather or if you feel, battle weary, you could probably do for a rest. Even though you've already had one recently, the slew of combat is sort of taking it out of you a little bit.
It's tiring, but I'm feeling a lot better at a closer to just over 75% margin than I was at just over half. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you waste my potion, I swear to God.
smash!
on the ground.
Yeah, drink
Perfect.
half of it, slam the rest.
My
take a nap
dad's
in
not
the-
a cell phone.
Damn it.
I threw it on.
Duh.
Perfect.
Oh, I love Andy.
So now that you're feeling better, remember you guys can control your tokens. If you decide that you want to move somewhere and you don't say anything, like I'm trying to monitor the tokens as well. So if you end up moving, then I'll kind of follow where you're
Palaka's
going.
gonna
Go back to the
Well,
party.
Palaka's gonna sit expectantly, kind of off to the side of the unopened door, and then just like stare at the mirror.
All right. You,
Just gonna look back and forth between Pilakka and the mirror. Are you okay? Are you,
I'm gonna
you
get-
all there?
I throw a dagger at the mirror from the other room.
Would you- No!
That's
I
exactly.
avert my gaze.
My secret is kept hidden forever. I leave
Bird right in
I
the
leave
eye.
the tomb. The end.
damn.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch her from a place where I can't see the mirror. I'm just gonna watch her.
Okay. So
Man.
are you not looking at the mirror or
I'm not looking at the mirror. Like I'm like.
okay, all right. So
like looking at her, like but
anywhere
not-
it's feasible for the mirror to not see you, essentially.
correct, like in the door, like the doorway right here. Just
Got
kinda-
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I am fairly certain, if I had to guess, I didn't want to draw a goddamn square. If I had to guess, I would say that anything that is inside of the mirror's bounds, whether you're looking at it or not, is going to reflect you.
That's a safe assumption. Pilakka can attest to this because though Pilakka never quite stepped into the room, she still took damage from the attacker on the mirror.
She was within view of the mirror, I would say, but
Yes, but not quite in the room.
yeah. Okay.
Which is why I put my green lines down, just so that I can feel safe.
If the mirror can see you,
That's
then
fair.
you're in danger.
Then
of
you're in
taking
danger, yeah.
Splash damage.
Okay. Abasi, do you just kind of hang about, just gathering yourself, or letting the others decide?
Well, now that I'm a little healed, we have a couple of questions. Do we go left or do we go to that room? It's over here. Look at that.
We go east. There is nowhere else to go.
What do you mean there's no?
What do you mean? The bird is right. We've gone through this door, and is there a door behind? It doesn't matter if there's a door behind us. That door is looking at us, and
Unless
we
you're
haven't
feeling-
opened it yet.
Unless you're feeling limber and want to check out the tunnels in the Sandlings room.
There
There's
is.
a door right there. Oh,
There
other
is.
end of the Sandlings room.
Abasi
Ignore
points
that.
down.
oh, is there?
Look, I can
Yes.
see it
Yeah.
right there. Don't you mean
I'm just looking for it. I don't see anything but this door.
I hate you all. Oh, yeah, I swear to God. Fine. No, it's cool. I can tell you want me to open it, don't you?
Very
I
well,
can
pick
help
one
you.
and open it.
I'm very strong.
All right, let's split up, gang.
No, you're coming with
Xanjafar
us,
just goes the other way
Princerton.
and leaves. I guess we're opening this door.
Who's we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the room. I'm gonna go help him, but I'm gonna like keeping my back to the mirror, kind of like.
Okay, all
No,
right.
I've played this game a couple of times now. You, and I point at Donkor and Xanjafar. You're gonna tell me if this door just explodes? What if it opens?
I want to
Pilakka backs up.
I know suddenly the door could explode.
I'm gonna use I guess perception.
Okay.
Disable devices if I know there's a device.
Yeah,
right?
if you can locate a trap or mechanism that would prevent you from moving forward, you can use disable device to remove the problem or the threat.
Yeah, but that's if I know it's there.
Correct.
Okay, so I have to use perception before then.
Correct. Perception will alert you.
Okay.
Generally, you should just like tell him what you want to do, and then he'll tell you what you need to roll.
Okay, sweet.
I
So-
found that way easier.
Are you looking for the
Yeah.
knob? Are you looking for a handle?
I'm looking for door.
You found door.
I'm looking for anything that would alert me that this door is booby trapped.
Sure.
basically.
Yeah, no, it seems fine. As far as you can tell, it doesn't look like it's immediately trapped. This door, remember, earlier on, all of the other doors were heavy stone doors. These are lighter in the sense they seem to have like a metal frame around it, but they kind of slide through the walls itself. It's not quite like it opens like a normal door. They just kind of slide into the wall. So they are made of wood with a metal frame around it.
Is there anything different about the door than any of the other doors we've opened thus
Not
far?
so far. Not so far.
Okay. It looks good.
He says
As far
with
as
the
I can
utmost
tell.
confidence.
That's just a stunning round of courage and confidence
Hey.
coming off of you right now.
That's all I got. The other, I mean, we have another rogue, and he's just admiring his act.
Well, he's
And
got an
I-
axe. You can't really blame him.
I have an axe.
He's broken. That's whatever. I'll do it. It's fine. Abasi will try and open the door,
Sure, and you succeed. It doesn't really take a lot of effort.
believing that Donkor is broken.
I suppose you are a bit roguish. I would have called you brigands.
Revealing unto you a chamber. Pillars line the walls of this rectangular chamber, interspersed with stone jackal heads extending from the walls itself. A stone altar covered in a layer of dust sits at the eastern side of the room. To the west, a set of stone doors stand slightly ajar. Those are the doors that you've just passed through, or may pass through.
Yeah, no, this whole thing is kind of setting off of alarm bells in my head telling me, don't walk into this room. I said, don't go into this room, and they want to go into this room, and I don't want to go into this room. You see where I'm coming from on this?
Where's your sense of adventure? Isn't that why we're here?
Well, my sense of adventure is somewhere underneath this thing.
While they're jabbering, Pilakka's gonna stand up and
Fuck these losers.
stand up and walk over with her cane, and then 3 lights are gonna jump out of her cauldron and bound into the room, and then and take the shape of a humanoid, a rat folk, specifically.
All right.
Like kind of a vague, like sort of, it's like humanish, but maybe like scuttering on all fours kind of thing, and just have it start darting in a circle around the room.
So like Skrits from Guild Wars 2, where they run around shiny.
Yeah.
Your powers always cease to blow
Take your
my
word for it.
goddamn mind. You have a glowing rat spell? Who's ever going to need a glowing rat spell?
Who doesn't need a glowing rat spell?
The glowing rat has come quite in handy.
What? Oh, I got to know. When was the last time you summoned a glowing rat that it was considered handy?
Right now?
When I had a glowing roach problem.
Oh,
Have you come out of a vault in the ground?
She's a bird.
Well, you know your voice. There are tracks leading into here, and I'm trying to bait something out.
No shit, there's tracks in there. I told you that like 2 days ago.
Pilakka literally puts her hand over his mouth.
as a rat.
You guys are so cute.
The rats continue to amble about the chamber, inevitably until you command them to stop.
If nothing, if after like a few seconds nothing jumps out at them, the humanoid form will separate back into 3
Sure.
orbs and then bound back into the cauldron, and then she'll just remove her hand from Abasi's mouth.
I'm glad we're endearing because we're all gonna die.
Hey, that's when we start our new family trees.
Oh Lord. No, nothing
there's
seems
something in there.
to dart outward. There is no immediate response as far as you can tell. You do know that most mechanical traps do require some bit of physical interaction, so it still very well could be trapped, but from the immediate looks of it, it seems to be safe.
Well, if there's something alive in there, it's either not hungry or it doesn't have light sensing organs.
Or it's really fucking smart. Did you ever think of how did you?
I don't think that's it.
She just like considers this, but like
Pilakka, the floor
she's like,
itself is littered in these very thin stippled tracks that seem to decorate the entire floor of this chamber. It's like many little pinholes in the dust and sand.
Oh, you know that would actually be a really good call there. Thanks, Bub, for inadvertently reminding me.
my
Did
job.
we see anything when the door opened?
No. No, you did not.
Shit. I was
Cool
really
story.
hoping.
how wide is the door frame?
It's a double door, so you could feasibly, like, if you turned sideways, 2 of you could go in at the same time, though a very broad person could move through here. Also, for what it's worth, a casket could fit through this door.
With people on the
Okay.
side or underneath it?
Underneath.
And are the doors currently open or closed? I should say closed enough that I can reach both of them easily with my staff. Like I want to start smacking the doors and making noise.
I mean, yeah, you could. You could realistically make a racket if you
If you
wanted
want
to.
to make noise, why don't you just ask the guy with the metal weapon and the shield to
To be
make
fair,
noise?
like, Abasi has also made plenty of
Yes,
noise.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
That
Abasi's
is
been
true,
loud
yeah.
since you opened this door.
Yeah.
I've been yelling at you since we opened this door.
From all looks, it seems safe. It looks good.
I want to step in the doorway and see if I can, like, kind of similar to the room.
Just
Up
slam
there.
shuts and kills him.
You activated my trap card. Sorry, your dick blows off.
Again?
Again?
Got him.
No, nothing. It's fine. You step into the door frame.
It's the third time this game. My dick
Yeah,
is gone.
this session, we're only like 15 minutes in.
I
unfortunately.
kind of want to look for something similar to the trap of the room up there where it like shot the stuff through the walls and there was an impression of
sure.
fate.
Give me perception.
I need to point out that since we've been here, only 2 rooms haven't been trapped. The first room we fell into and the room with the cat coffins. Those are the only rooms that haven't had traps in them.
Yeah.
It looks
I like
good. The wall itself is decorated in various frescoes that depict the gods. It's like watchful eyes.
And nothing on the floor, right? No indentations or.
The indentations on the floor are purely from whatever was in this room, or may still be in this room.
Okay.
Detect magic.
Sure. When you cast Detect Magic, your eye seems to glow a bit more silvery than normal, and it focuses. And when you hone into the room, there isn't anything magical here.
Got it.
Nothing unto the arcane spectrum.
All right, I just walk in and walk up to this.
Sure. You immediately walk up. It is a stone altar. It's well carved, though it is covered in sand, debris from whatever at one point. I mean, it's literally years of never being touched. It's just remained.
And this looks like something where they would prepare a tomb or something, or
Potentially. You won't know unless you decide that you want to clear off the layer of dust on the altar.
Yeah, I want to inspect this thoroughly and see if I can find anything about it or see what it was used for, purpose for.
Okay, so do you just, swath across this with your robe?
Okay,
or
I should probably describe it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me look at my inventory really fast. Of course, I have nothing like this.
Think of what Xanjafar would do here. Would he immediately go to his robe? Would he look through his backpack? Or is he just the kind of guy that's like, fuck it, and just like uses his hand or blows all the dust away?
I would probably blow the dust away.
Okay.
And then carefully, because like I am obnoxious, but I'd at least be careful to like see if this was booby trapped. Or,
Sure. You don't have a death warrant. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do. You managed to blow away enough of the debris, and it reveals that the altar itself does, while incredibly aged, it does have dried blood.
Hey, bird lady, there's some blood over here, and I know you like blood because you took mine earlier. So
I am neutral towards it at best.
fair enough.
It can be useful.
So if I find blood, you want it?
No.
She's gonna turn back to the altar. Does this look like some kind of sacrificial deal?
It does not seem to be a sacrificial altar. It seems to be a little different. You will notice that while he's managed to push away most of the debris and it has revealed dried blood, there are also various bits of other material that, while aged, has stained the top of the stone altar.
Okay, so other material besides blood.
Correct.
Can I identify any of this material, or it's too old?
You could try. Just tell me how you'd like to try to identify it.
I mean, I was talking just by sight.
Not from sight.
Not from sight. Okay. Does the altar seem like it opens at any point, at any place? Or it's just for setting things atop?
It mostly seems to be like it's setting things atop of it, but you haven't really moved around it. You have no idea. You have no way of knowing.
Okay. I'm going to try to shove the top a little bit with my staff.
Okay. You are pushing the top of it with your staff?
Yeah, just kind of like a little bit of lever action, side of the staff against the stone, see if it moves.
No, it doesn't seem to jar whatsoever. It is very heavy, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like that. It's not going to budge from your movement.
She's like a little. All right. based on the materials on, or the I guess it's more like stains on top. Is it like dried like liquids?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I wanna try to lick a finger and gather up a little bit and taste one puddle. One little remaining thingy.
You just have the weirdest outlook on so much shit. Drinking that.
Definitely got to get a taste.
All right, sure. This
Does it taste like old pennies or new pennies?
difficult.
Oh God. Old, very old.
Go lick it up. It tastes like licking the Statue of Liberty, I'm gonna guess.
Well, we don't even have pennies up in Canada anymore. I'm so out of the loop.
Maybe loony?
Yearning masses.
Loonies are delicious.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna give you a circumstantial bonus because you naturally mess with reagents.
Mhm.
But this is gonna be a challenging check. Give me... Wait, you have... What is your profession? Do you have a profession?
I do. I think I do have a profession in alchemy.
I'll-
Technically.
I would let you use your profession to determine what this might be. So give me a profession check.
Okay. It's coming.
It came.
It takes so long.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Not with that, you can't.
Okay.
Not with cat.
You
Maybe
get
if,
reroll.
Yeah.
Abasi's just standing there. Did she just eat some of that?
it does have a bit of a bitter taste, though. When it seems to soak into the feather and you kind of taste it on the tip of your tongue, it does have a bit more of a bitter taste. You don't think it's blood.
How's the embalming fluid taste, you daft idiot?
Their beaks kind of like clicking.
I'm not sure what the purpose of this room was. Perhaps some sort of religious ritual? Perhaps
It's
where
to stop bodies from decaying. Abasi's not entering the room.
You can be sure of this. Is this where they prepare the bodies? Remove the organs? Mummify it? Yes.
Abasi, give me... we'll go with a knowledge... Either religion or history, whatever you favor at this point.
Well, apparently I don't know history, so... Wow.
Sure. You would believe, reasonably enough, that this is probably an embalming chamber. It's a preparation chamber.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, based on how close it is to the front door and the fact that a coffin will easily fit through here, and then, strange liquids that have somehow survived this entire time, like embalming fluid? Maybe.
You want to come check it out, or
Hell no, I don't want to come into that room. Are you daft?
I mean, you've got the most armor out of all of us.
Pilakka would now like to look to the left of the altar. Is that a hole in the wall, or to the right of the altar?
Yeah, there actually were cracks that seemed to split large enough for like a small dog or something similar to pass through.
All right.
Something with more legs than a dog, I
Potentially, yeah.
Oh.
Good news is I'm not a small dog.
bet. Cats don't have more legs, unfortunately,
What?
than dogs.
Now you tell me.
Well, now he wants to buy
They have
8-legged
the same
cats.
number. They have the same number of legs. Is this a surprise to everybody?
But why did that come out as unfortunately?
I know,
What
right?
kind of cats do you want?
No, I'm
The
saying
best
what
kind of cats.
Six-legged
octopus.
cats, yeah.
I'm saying. It's unfortunate because I
Okay.
wish it was a dog or a
Okay.
cat or in there. It's gonna instead be something that rattles and hisses a lot more.
They're actually-
the guy with the
involved.
axe?
There
Sounds
are
righty.
six-legged cats in this universe. They're called displacer beasts.
Oh yeah, we don't want to see one of those either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's also way bigger than a cat
Yeah.
Tame it.
or
Don't
a
they have,
small
like-
dog.
Don't they have like double, like the legs up front are very close together or something?
We
The legs are all
almost
pretty
tamed
close, yeah.
the sand snake. Surely we can tame a displacer beast.
Yeah,
Mm.
you almost tamed it.
Yeah.
It was riveted
Can I
to be
ride
here.
it? Do I need a level 40?
No, they've lowered the cap. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Because I'm only level 2.
Someone said small dog.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
happy dog.
Aw.
I'm in. So I'm gonna. Can I go up to the? Because again, I don't want anything to do with this mirror. Can I go look at the cracks while
Totally.
they're?
Yeah.
Whoop.
No. While she does that, I'm gonna go around the other side and check out what this is.
Sure.
Pilakka gonna back off.
I got you. Checking out the wall first.
get closer to the tank.
Neferani.
Mhm.
Is there anything in particular you're just trying to determine what might have come through here?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm gonna kind of like peek my eye like into the crack.
All right. Let me adjust the cameras real quick. There's a Donkor.
Donkor.
Whoa. Wrong thing. Thanks, OBS.
That's the worst. I hate when my shit unlocks.
Hey.
That should be better. All right. You still have an axe. KO.
It's literally all you've said this session.
Yeah.
I have an axe.
3 times.
Yeah.
We're up to 14 total.
Can you
He's very.
talk for me, sir?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're a little
Yeah.
quiet.
That's weird.
Is he quiet for anybody else?
Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wee bit.
Yeah, real quick. Let's see. That better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's much better. Okay. All right. Well, welcome back. D for Donkor.
So far, we managed to crack open one more room. Found nothing except possible infestation.
And embalming fluid that's not delicious.
Yeah, Pilakka's
Dried,
been drinking
nasty.
embalming fluid. It's great.
The sampling embalming fluid.
Yes.
Light
So I've been
sampling.
standing at the door going, "You're an idiot."
Yes, true enough.
You gotta learn somehow.
Neferani, please explain to me again, my apologies, what you were doing?
There's a crack in the wall, and I am jamming my eye like right up to it.
Okay.
Oh God.
It goes on for a while. It seems to wind at bits, but you believe that it probably goes on for a significant amount of time. Likely rising to the surface, unless it came from another location.
I don't see anything in here, but it looks like it goes up.
Well, that's the good news. See if we get caught in here. Maybe we can dig our way out in there.
True
I
enough.
know about
There.
that. But okay.
There are other holes.
Oh, his other holes, bear.
Is there any way? Can I like see if I can like how much of myself I can put in this hole?
That's the
I'm
line of the day
I'm
right there.
here for this conversation.
That's
I'll
the
be
line
back
of
in
the
a
day.
minute.
All right. You a significant amount, a pleasing amount even. The whole smiles.
Wow. Man, would you look at
Well,
Degenerates.
why I like you.
that? I'm
Thank you.
just gonna be over here eating chocolate bunnies. Don't worry about me.
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
Yeah.
Raising.
That
Oh,
new
boy.
space season coming though. Ooh, Archer baby.
I'm so behind.
You manage to pretty much go all the way up to shoulder before you find yourself kind of stuck. You're not able to
That's
more of your
a lot
person.
arm.
She's trapped.
Okay. And nothing's trying to eat me.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of wave it around like
It's very
Right.
vacuous.
anything. Oh,
I'll never run the other question.
a pencil in a pencil in a hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Have you ever been fishing, Neferani?
What? I can't hear you.
You've never been fishing because you're making great bait right now.
Hey, I'm just trying to help.
Well, that's one way to help, I'm sure.
Far enough away to yell because I'm like, wait, are we yelling like in each other's faces? Because that's kind of
No.
amazing. I just wanted to. Okay, so I'm gonna pull my arm out, disappointed, like look pretty dejected for a hot second, like no scorpions, no nothing.
Xanjafar, you watch for a while before you kind of allow the moment to fall or wash over you, and then you go back to whatever it is before you, which is peering around to the other side of the embalming altar. What are you doing exactly?
I'm trying to see if there's any like any keyholes or anything that I can manipulate to maybe open this thing
Okay.
from the other side? Because I mean, you wouldn't want something like that to be displayed upon walking in the room, but somebody
Sure.
maybe on the other side. So I guess I'm gonna roll this again.
Yeah, go for it. As far as you
better.
can tell, there isn't anything additionally different. You will notice that there is a very like thin vase that kind of rests. It has a naped neck and a turn, like it was meant to pour something. It stands at about 3 feet tall.
And this is underneath, like.
It's just on the opposite side, so right near your legs where you jumped over.
Okay, so it's just on the ground next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna look. Do I see anything inside of the vase?
What do? Are you just peering over the top of it, not letting the rest of your body touch it?
I'm not gonna touch it because I've touched enough things. I'm gonna
Says the rogue.
I'm gonna kind of hold my my torch above it, not too close, but
Okay.
above it, so I can see some, like maybe see if I can see down into it and see if it's
You-
more
the-
nard I can pour myself.
The light itself
Set that
seems
on
to go just far enough, but you can't quite tell if there's anything in the bottom of it. You're peering down something very thin. It's not catching any glare, so whatever it is, it's a base and it's not naturally reflective.
Okay. What is it made out of? Like,
It's a
Can I
clay
tell?
jar.
oh, it's just straight up clay. Like, there's no like
Clay
special-
jar. Yep.
Yeah, sweet. I guess like there's no markings on it or anything.
No, not as far as you can tell.
I found a jar, and then but that's it.
What's it smell like?
Like clay. But there's nothing.
Is there
in
anything in it?
Nope.
You know, for the first time, I'm proud of Xanjafar.
I didn't touch it, and I didn't move it.
And you didn't eat it. Remember that part?
I didn't eat it either. Well, it was pre-approved by Pilakka for me to eat that thing.
You say that the Pilakka hands you a strange liquid, you should just drink it. But I want to point out that Pilakka was just taking samples of embalming fluid.
And eyes.
And, you'll know, and Pilakka's intelligent, maybe, but you ever met from the academy? Very, very smart people. And then you put them into the bazaar and watch someone like Donkor rip them apart.
What do you mean, someone like me?
Street smarts.
She
I
means,
don't mean the crocodile people. It wasn't a literal rip apart.
yeah, you should watch your tongue. You're being offensive.
Be nice to him.
Well, I'm just gonna take this thing and put it up here, and you guys can look at it. I'm not doing anything else, and I pick it up off the ground and I put it on the altar.
I believe we are through here. Perhaps now we proceed west. Yes? Is there a consensus?
I don't see anything wrong with it if Your Highness is okay with it.
Like,
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Delay.
That's you.
I'm not a king of anything. I have
Shots
connection.
fired over here with the tiny pink prince.
I mean, are you even paying attention? You've been fingering an axe for 10 minutes.
Hold on a second. Out of character. Did you just call him the
This is
tiny
a fine
pink
axe.
prince?
His dad's the Ruby Prince. That would make him the tiny pink prince.
Carry on.
While Neferani's still in the other room by the hole, I want to shout into this hole and be like, "Hello!" See if she hears it.
Wait,
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Okay.
are we leaving the cat lady behind, or?
No one's leaving me behind.
I
I'm
think
just
she's.
pouting.
Yeah, I
Because
think
we're
she,
not having a good enough adventure.
I'm gonna stay back with her because she still has her hand in the wall, and I don't trust
Oh no,
that.
I just took it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of disappointed.
That there was no attack.
Yeah, like the bird lady gets scorpions, and somebody else got a snake, and I get a vacuous hole.
Some people enjoy that, though. I mean, or pay good money.
Okay, Gendry, let's go.
I feel like I need to clip that moment when And in particular in that moment when Misty says, "I got a vacuous hole." Like,
We don't need that kind of rumor going around. Or to the old lady who does,
my
does
God.
Kegel at red lights. Can we not? Kegel, not just a Kegel. I do
Just a singular one.
Lord.
one long, lifelong Kegel.
That's actually that's it's gonna be my new follow alert. I've got a vacuous hole.
Not one
completely out of
lifelong
context.
Kegel. I don't know. I feel like that one's a lot better.
That's also very good.
I made parts of my
See, but
body
that's
that
the
I don't
subtle-
have hurt.
Right. And that one also, just to be clear, much more complimentary.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Okay.
I mean, like in general.
Like a baby arm.
So I'm near the hole.
Yep.
Just to be clear, we're all 12 years old here.
I'm 11.
And a half.
3/4.
I'm glad I didn't miss much.
Yeah.
I'm an alcoholic 13-year-old with a beard.
The youngest one here is the oldest one mentally. The older you get, the worse it gets.
And you know that flips really well because the oldest one here is clearly the youngest one.
Clearly.
There's no question here.
I like that. Hatless Dog says Lifelong Kegel sounds like a metal band.
It
The
does.
name of my next metal band.
That is a
Lifelong
death
Kegel.
metal.
Opening for Anthrax is Lifelong Kegel.
No. Oh man.
That just sounds like a really bad Cards Against Humanity night.
Yeah.
Or good. What are you talking about?
Or good.
Oh, sounds like a
I don't see
great.
anything wrong with this at all.
A
No.
flight of steps gradually descends west down onto a passage. You can see on your left that there are small burrows. Tunnels are inside of this. Tunnels are riddled with remains of various passages' southern wall. Earth and sand have spilled over this collapsed masonry, covering the stairs with dirt and rubble. Stone doors engraved with a golden scarab. Its wings open beneath a golden sun stand at either end of the stairs. One of the eastern doors is slightly ajar. The eastern door is the one that you've come from up to this point.
Wait, your shield has the same marking as the door.
It's true. It's weird. It's almost like Akantepe's sigil would be in his tomb.
Right. It's small world.
Why do you? Hold on. Did I hear Akantepe? I'm gonna go back in.
That bastard.
On my way by the mirror, I'm just gonna.
When looking back as Akantepe in the same pose, baring all of his teeth and hissing similarly back at you.
We came
Wait,
down
as
here as
Ash-
civilized
Ash
people.
is-
We will leave as mole men.
As she says that, I want to go back and peek and see if I just like still see Osiris
Yeah, Osiris is
after
Peering.
everything. So like his head just like
peering back at you.
Please fan art that, please, someone.
Are we doing a Blue's Clues adventure with the magical mirror and the Egyptian pantheon?
Yeah. I can just imagine he's speaking like, same guy, same. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
Today I'm a
All right.
god.
Yes. Perfect. So, before you, Abasi, a door.
wait, hold on. I get to be Matthew McConaughey. Is that what you're saying, bub?
Can you?
Yes,
Hey,
I am.
alright,
I'm Matthew
alright.
McConaughey.
Matthew, come over here and check this door for things that stab and poke.
Okay, yeah. So I check the door for any traps or anything, and then I look back at Donkor, and then I just check for the trap.
The second opinion, maybe he doesn't seem too confident all of a sudden. He looked back.
I want to try that again. My hand slipped.
So you're going to reroll.
I got something in my eye
Yeah.
from the axe.
You got the axe in your eye. Donkor just
So
threw it
the
and went,
glistening of the axe. You're right.
Right.
That's definitely what blinded you. Here, let me give you a second opinion.
I'm re-rolling.
I'm still too distracted by this axe as well.
Xanjafar
like that.
looks good.
My favorite is high rolls on untrapped doors are the fucking best.
Wait,
We
is
had
it
high rolls on trap doors before. It's particularly a chest of sorts.
Well, mistake.
Some of us has hands and some of us don't have hands.
Well, here comes all my regret, then.
So while they're doing that, I'm gonna watch them, but I'm just
Okay.
gonna sidle up next to Donkor. How's your axe?
Oh, it's very pretty. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a little stuck. Can I help? Just a little push.
Do you try again?
Yeah. There you go.
Much better. With a little bit of effort, you're able to clear the door. It slides in, revealing a new room. And I'll explain to you now. A tapestry hangs from a frame against the south wall of this large chamber. It depicts otherworldly vistas where the souls of the dead, shepherded by strange beings, enter an ethereal river, ambling through space to a landscape dominated by an impossibly tall spire. Columns sculpted in the shape of Osirian warriors wielding kopeshes stand in all four corners of this room. The floor is tiled in a white spiral pattern on a black background, and this spiral pattern is repeated on the stone double doors to the north, east, and to the west.
Beware Jon Snow. Sorry.
Well, this looks like a whole lot more of I'm gonna get stabbed in the eye. Maybe let's have a look-see through here, and then maybe I don't know. You can do that detecting magic thing you like that, and she's gone.
Pilakka wanders in immediately.
Are
Yep.
there any mirrors in there?
Well, if
Are
the
there
bed
any-
walked in, might as well.
Am I dead? Yeah, I would like to detect magic and just do a quick sweep of the room.
And I perceived when I walked in, but
Sure. By the way that the floor itself is designed, this spiral pattern, it leads you to believe that it is something more than any of the other floors that you've come across up to this point, but you don't necessarily know its significance. If anybody would like to roll on it, you possibly can. Just depends on what roll you'd like to utilize. But as far as the room is concerned, it's just the tapestry, the doors, and the 4 Osirian warriors that mount each column.
can
How about-
I try planes?
I
Potentially.
have planes as well.
If anybody would like to try,
Knowledge history or knowledge arcana?
choose one.
That's going to be arcana.
I'll do history after the bird does. Sometime.
There it is. Get them all out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh well,
I'm not re-rolling.
I didn't think so.
Is that a good planes roll?
The planes roll is solid. Admittedly, it doesn't lead you to believe anything immediately. Nothing that would make you think that it was designed as like a portal or anything. It's not like the Fibonacci sequence has been scrivened on this ground. You know, it's nothing planar that would kind of set off any bells and whistles. Nothing again for Pilakka and Neferani. You're kind of drawing at straws here.
Well, seeing as I believe that Pilakka would know if it was an arcane issue, I'm going to start looking and seeing if there's a dungeoning trapping issue. Not
You
that
would
I'm
assume
finding
wrong.
anything with that roll, but
It's safe to assume that from whence you entered this tomb, that this whole place should be trapped. Especially knowing that there was a mirror that called you out, informed you that, or at least informed someone that trespassers, thieves, will die a horrible, horrible death if you attempt to, or at least perchance, move about this tomb and claim its bounty as your own. Hell, the
If we do
front
what we're
door.
here to do.
The front door warned you of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And you
You
said
weren't
there
able
was
to find anything additionally from your dungeoneering.
well, I don't trust whatever that is. And beyond that, I don't want to hang out and wait for whatever these are to fuck us up. Because he said there were statues.
Yes, of Osirian warriors all wielding kopeshes.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing that we'd have to fight.
Are any of them different or are they all identical?
They're all identical.
Of course.
And nothing has been picked up as magical here, so
Nothing as far as you can tell.
Well, we got two choices. We can sit around looking at the pretty tapestry, or we could pick a door and play that the statues don't stab us in the back.
I look behind the tapestry.
It's just a flat wall. You would see that most of it seems to be unscathed. It looks like any dust and debris kind of fell to the top of the tapestry itself, so the moment you move it, you're going to see some of the sand fall itself. It will reveal a bit more of this. It's beautiful in its craftsmanship. It's all hand-wove. Probably valuable.
And this is likely priceless, but at least one of us would object to its taking. I am open to suggestion. Which way should we go? We go west or we go north?
I'd like to point out that it's interesting that the tapestry is on the same side of the room as the mirror from the last room we entered. But
You know, I bet if you hung it over the mirror in the last room, we'd never have to see Akantepi's stupid face again.
yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna go over to the tapestry when he says that. And can I roll a perception and see if I notice anything weird about it or
You can try. Again, beautiful craftsmanship. Nothing seems to be out of the sort. There is nothing short of just some sand built up at its base. Looks incredible. It's managed to maintain after all this time.
I'm gonna kick at the sand, but not at the tapestry.
Sure.
Just like me.
Okay.
Doing nothing, but she's pissed. So.
Unhappy with her find, she bunts at some of the sand around.
I want to take a closer look just to see if I see anything with these statues. So I'm gonna roll not that one.
Profession trade. He pockets the statue.
Bag of holding.
Just gonna take this. Here we go.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
See nothing. Xanjafar is just like, really?
It's stood for so long. The sand is built up on any of the forearms or the shoulders that have been resting up to this point. You can tell that the ceiling is supported via the headdress in head of the figure. For all intents and purposes, it doesn't really look like it's going to move. Looks like it's needed.
Into the wall?
No, like it's a load bearing statue. It's supporting.
I mean, into the ceiling.
Yeah.
Sorry. Not the wall. The upper wall?
So
Yes.
if Donkor were to pocket it, we'd all die.
Could be.
There's still 3 more.
Well, I mean, anybody in that room.
I only took one.
If he's going to take one, he already know that he's going to move across the room and try to pick up the others.
Just pocketing giant statues that are holding up the roof. It's his racial ability.
Damn.
Croco Steel.
Could be. Could be really good. Donkor, the door to the north. Abasi, the door to the west. It's all that stands before you.
Well, Abasi's not. He's a little on his toes since these jolly green assholes decided to come down here.
Okay.
And has thus far in every room we've entered left himself in the position closest to the entrance.
Sure.
I'm
Not to
gonna lie, I
run,
really want that the tapestry, but north does look good also.
The lot of you can take whatever you want. Just let's get to the end of here first. Make sure there's no traps or evil beasties. And then I'll go sit outside and cry to me gods while you pillage and plunder. It's fine.
I mean, that definitely sounds good. I'm not trying to pick up everything right now, anyway.
So.
I'm going to check this door just in case we want to go west.
Okay.
Or we need to escape west.
Go for it. Let's see what you get. Perceptify me. Looks good.
Nice. This door looks great. But I agree, let's go north.
I'm gonna perceptify my door.
It's beautiful. God, look at the stone inlay.
That's a solid door.
Twins?
Nothing seems out of place.
Oh no.
We're
look the same.
Do you want to try to open this door, or do you just want to keep holding your axe?
No, we could definitely try opening the door, see what happens.
Can I? Okay.
I would say that everyone else get a little bit closer together just in case.
Right. Of course.
So we're gonna try to open the door, I think together. So let's
Sure.
see.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I want to
What you got?
assist him.
Very good. Even with light assistance, you guys can both shift the door open. Not a problem. Let's grant you light.
All the statues spring to
Aziz,
life.
light.
Oh, look, more stairs.
Yep, stairs
That's-
leading up this time. I lied. Excuse me. They lead down. They are down leading steps, even though the shadow is different. They do technically lead downward.
Those
Oh,
definitely
goody.
look up.
Wait, so we went. Okay, just to clarify,
Oh,
we went.
yeah.
We went down one set of stairs, and then we went down another set of stairs, and then
Mhm.
another going across, and then we're going back up.
You know, I'm beginning to believe that if we keep going down, we might meet a god just sitting there as is. Particularly not a fun one. Let's keep going.
I feel like this is the right way, though. I feel it.
Trust him. He's got the spirit.
Says that from the background, like, you got this.
All right. Well, on to the next door. It looks like.
I'll go where you tell me to go, but at this point, I'm not trusting anything or any room not to suddenly squish me tiny self.
5 steps, 6 steps before it leads to another door. Similarly so.
I'm gonna check this door.
Just a quick glance over. It seems fine.
I want to double check this because not so confident. That
All right.
works.
Donkor looks fine as far as you can tell. With your experience, you have no reason to believe that this door would be trapped.
Definitely looks good. Let's go.
Same deal.
Sure. You take your time, you push the door open with assistance, and it leads 5 or 6 steps further.
Win.
Oh, Bob, I hope so much that there are just like
Check him.
12 of these, and none
And the
of them
last
are
one is
trapped. Yeah, except for
No,
the last
only the very last one.
and it's just 5 more steps, 5 more steps, 5 more. Are you just gonna open this one? Grenade.
Another
Practice
door!
practice makes perfect, or at least so I've been told.
You know what?
There's a World War II claymore. Like,
It's an entire sea mine behind the door.
Playing World War Z again. I'm gonna kick down the fence, and suddenly there's a wall of claymores.
Oh God.
Okay, I checked the door.
That's what you got.
I do not check the door. I actually slipped and fell on the stairs.
Looks good.
Bash his head into the door.
Same, Donkor, it does not appear to be immediately trapped. I will state, however, this door is different.
What? Wait, why do you always get to push the door first? Can you let me push the next door?
There is infighting. Pilakka, Neferani, Abasi. The rogues are seeming to have a little bit of a conversation. Why do you always get to push the door? Let me.
Kick his
let me do
ass!
it.
Well, to be completely fair, neither one of us should be opening the door, Your Highness.
Whoa, we've got to drop this title. I mean,
I'll open the door.
I'm opening the door.
Bossy's just sitting back here with Pilakka. They're all going to die, you know.
Xanjafar, as I said, this door is different. That's not enough. This door is solidly stone.
Hello, peasant. Would you like to help me open the door?
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get my peasantry on you.
I don't think they're getting along very well.
I mean,
No,
it's,
but this is the most entertainment I've had since we got here.
it's fine. We have plenty of guard to cover up your sins.
You're not wrong.
Wait, how did I get over here? Wait a minute.
I know, and I'm the one holding the nod.
Right,
I
so we're
didn't-
good.
I didn't do that.
So I'm gonna it.
All right.
So I guess we're gonna do this attempt. What is it with the bonus? Like you cut his in half on top of mine, or
If you provide assistance, you whoever is assisting here, if you want to aid another, you essentially have to break a DC, and if you succeed, you give him a +4 to his check. +4. If you fail, you offer him nothing.
That was an accidental roll with my pinky, but that's fine. I like that number.
All right, Xanjafar, who was leading?
I was leading.
Xanjafar.
Okay. Donkor, you offer nothing. And Xanjafar, it's not enough.
We're gonna need a big dude in here to open this door. Please.
I mean, we particularly don't have anyone bigger than us, it seems.
I mean,
Oh, you mean stronger?
Stronger.
Yeah, Abasi.
Sorry. Stronger. Thank you.
I'm sorry, my lords. I was just letting the men do the work.
Oh, by all means, Paladin.
I said I would help.
No, I bet you do a better job than the two of these freaking women anyway.
I'll remember that.
Bossy just punches through the door.
Abasi, you lay into the door. You try to push it to the side. You even lean down to try to lift, and there is nothing. No budge.
Wow, that was a 19 roll, guys. I can't really get any higher than that. I don't think we're getting through this fucking door.
I'm going to move aside and say, I'm going to try like a woman.
Yeah, I'm
Show me your power over these children.
So what do you want me to roll again? Strength? Or what was it again?
Give me a start on perception.
Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. Know that.
She looks up and goes, have you tried the handle?
Did you try pulling?
Neferani, as you begin to walk up, peering at the door as they've stepped to the side, probably 3 or 4 so feet away from the door, there is what looks to be a lever.
I'm so excited.
They were so intensely
that is so gender
wrought.
accurate, it's not even funny. A bunch of dudes try the door and they're like, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. Fine, you try it. Hey, you goddamn women. All right, this isn't undo. This is impossible. And she walks up and goes, eh. The door just opens.
All right.
You find the lever. They were so intensely wrought at the idea of trying to find a trap on the door that they didn't even think to look for a different mechanism away from the door.
So I'm going to go up to the lever.
She pulls it. Pilakka
Not
dies
yet.
to statues.
Before I pull this.
Wrong lever.
Okay, freaking Kronk. Not Kronk. Was it Esma?
Yzma, yeah.
Yzma, thank you. Yes, thank you. I got turned into a cow. Can I go home? I would like to point out that you all missed. I'm not a Southern cat. You all missed this because you were too busy being men. And I'm just gonna push the lever for good.
The boss is like,
As she
what
says,
else
"Man,
that's trapped?
I just flex for no reason.
I don't even think that it's trapped. I don't give a crap right now. I'm way too pissed off. Like the misogyny was too deep for me to
It's too powerful.
So I'm just gonna fucking.
Sure. You and you do just that. The moment that you swing the lever, the door is going to rise. It's quite a bit louder. Begins to rise up onto the ceiling.
Well, that's fun. That's definitely
Provides
fun. Good job,
new vision.
Neferani.
New vision.
I clap.
Thank you, Donkor. I like your axe.
This room is wholly different than the others.
I like your eyes.
Oh wow.
Abasi,
Oh,
Neferani.
No.
everyone else that is here.
Those eyes are glowing red. I don't like that.
The center of this large octagonal room is a raised square platform a few inches above the floor, with a stone pillar at each corner. A gold-trimmed sarcophagus sits in the center of each platform, flanked by 2 statues of humanoid beings with canine heads, each of which holds an ankh in one of its crossed arms. Stone double doors exit the room to the north and to the south.
It kind of looks like my necklace, sort of. Coincidentally, not that was
We
planned.
found the dead guy.
We perhaps did, unless this is not the one we came here for.
How many dead people are in the? Why do you all assume it's? Wait, okay, so we know this is a guy. Never mind.
Since
If that's not Ocken Peppy, I'll eat the dead cats out front.
Are understandably raised, Prince.
I look into the room.
Dude.
I look into the room and see what I can, like make out.
You see
Wow.
God.
That's it.
Let's see.
Like I just try to observe the room and take everything in. I
He
guess.
sees Bub floating above everything, looking down.
Just shaking his head.
Sure. One moment. Let's see what you see, sir. Let's see what you see.
I don't like this.
Well, there's a lot
See
of
nothing?
information on this particular page. Or at
Okay.
least this
Like it.
particular
Lay it on
room.
me.
Fucking eyes are goddamn glowing.
Red's not always a bad thing.
I think that if I found a sarcophagus with glowing red, okay. Whoa. I think I've just seen some things I wasn't meant to see. Oh,
Well, you shouldn't see things.
I zoomed in and it deloaded everything in the room and loaded a completely different bottom map
Oh, that's bizarre.
for like how the floor is
Oh,
supposed to
boy.
look. Oh,
From where you're standing, you can see quite a few things. But because you're hiding in the doorway, you're hiding in the hallway. You're literally limiting, you're limiting where your eyes can aptly see. And because you're not upon it, you can see clearly that there is a door across the room, a enormous golden sarcophagus, gems radiating in its eyes. There are two statues of what you believe to be Anubis, holding Ankhs in each hand.
Mm-hmm.
This room seems to be unscathed. That's something that you notice immediately, Xanjafar. Where all the other rooms have had footprints, have had pests variously hanging about. This room seems to be completely unscathed and untouched by time entirely. Dust doesn't even settle here.
Okay. So I turn back and I'm like, so this room looks like it's been sealed off permanently, and we're the first people to open this in probably thousands of years, I'm guessing.
It's like 1700.
Okay. Well, 1,500-ish.
doesn't really feel like it would explain the stunning lock of an Abasi. Runs his hand down by one of the steps and goes, "There's nothing."
Pilakka scoops up a little bit of dirt from the steps and sprinkles it on the stone steps in front of the tomb.
Sure, you do just that. What are you hoping to find with this?
I want to see if it like disappears or something.
No, it does not. It remains just the same.
Okay. I just want to detect magic as usual.
There is
You put to
magic.
go up like a Christmas tree.
This room has particular weaves of magic, from enchantment to necromancy. Various weaves lurk about this room. Each of the statues have abundant magical energy around them. The platform itself has magic about it.
And I'm sorry, what kind of energy you said?
Between enchantment and necromancy, evocation, it's weaves, right? Because when you're peering into this, you're seeing into various different types of weaves, which everything is sort of like magic itself is woven in a way that is unique unto itself, which is how we identify the differences in the magic. It's not like evocation is red, necromancy is black. No, it's sort of like its own runic pattern. And when you're peering into the weaves, you can see many different kinds, stuff that you're very familiar with.
Okay. Any chance of ascertaining what the purpose of any of these spells are, or if this is even a spell or more like a natural gathering of magical energy?
It's a focus. You choose something that you think is magical, focus on it, and then give me some kind of spellcraft or identify in some sort.
Immediately next to me, these pillars, are they magical directly, or is it just the...
No, the pillars are not.
Okay. It was just the sarcophagus, you said? I'm sorry.
The sarcophagus, the platform of which the sarcophagus lays,
Okay.
the statues, and the opposing wall.
Where are the statues?
on the left and right side of the sarcophagus.
These big boys.
I see them. Okay. I want to look at the platform specifically.
Okay. All right. What are you trying to determine? And what would you like to roll?
Trying to determine if this was a spell that somebody cast over the area, or if it was something that sort of naturally gathered as the result of like a powerful or worshipped person passing away.
Give me a spellcraft.
All right. +7.
I'm believing you.
Sweet.
Very
there
good.
it is.
You're actually able to identify even the basis of the spell. It's a very low-level spell, and one that you've used many times in the past to keep a dated reagent lasting significantly longer. There's a low-level necromancy spell called Gentle Repose, and the idea is a preservance of remains, so it does not decay. Essentially, this is a field that has been created that anything within this space does not immediately decay or age. That's your best guess. The others don't know that because they don't know magic.
Right. And if I were to turn my gaze to the statues in the sarcophagus, is it the same effect on them?
Different effects.
Okay.
There's much magic here. The nature is still elusive to me, but the platform at least is made to preserve. If this sounds familiar to anyone from more local areas. I will try to decipher the statues in the sarcophagus. They are both shrouded in magical energy, but I wouldn't touch anything just yet.
Okay.
I would know about this though, right? Like as a pharaoh's son, like I'd be aware of these. Like when he mentioned it, I would be aware of said spell. Is this something used on all pharaohs, or just him in particular?
Well, he was a war general, right? Not a pharaoh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Correct.
He was a general. Okay, but would I be aware of such practices?
Likely not.
Okay.
I probably would be more aware of such practices, but
Remember, in your story, you were a bastard to the pharaoh. While he made sure that you were taken care of, you were not taught many of the same things that a pharaoh would be taught.
Right. I just wasn't sure like how much would be divulged to me, like with practice.
Okay.
Then if nobody has anything to input, then Pilakka will try to decipher the nature of the spell on the statues next.
Go for it. Give it a shot.
All right.
You can try.
Spellcraft. Come on, Pilakka. Almost there.
And you were focusing on the statues?
Yes.
You cannot immediately identify the spell itself, but you can tell that it is evocation.
Evocation. Ooh,
Yes.
Okay.
These statues may be dangerous. The sarcophagus next.
can I help
Ooh, the
him?
internet tubes.
Unless you're capable of peering into the spectrum, or you're familiar with magic itself, it might be very difficult for you.
Because I am trained in spellcraft.
You would have to be able to see in the magical spectrum.
And sadly, I don't have any spells yet, so I can't do any of that shit.
Correct.
I would like to take a reroll on that last one.
Go for
It's
it.
coming. I clicked it like 5 seconds ago. Hey, Mooch
Let's
Baiter.
see if I can tell you what this is.
That's your second 18 in a row. Well,
When you focus,
in a row.
you get these overarching glares of the necromancy that was hanging around the platform itself, the field, right? So magic itself seems to kind of weave around it, but what you see when you focus, when your eye seems to focus on the situation, the magic seems to be contained within the sarcophagus, and there is something that is dampening your sight, more so than your own natural vision.
the sarcophagus is to contain some magic. I cannot see into it. And I would strongly recommend against getting on this platform at the moment. Or at all.
Why not?
Give me just a second, guys. Something's come up, and I am needed. We'll be right back.
Sure.
And Score, the good news is we're entertainers. We can sit and talk to your chat for a while, unless you've muted the shit out of us again.
He has.
Only I had a guitar. Yikes.
Oh, he's not.
It's a master road.
Wait, how many luck rerolls do we have today? 5? Did we get all of them like immediately?
No, we got 3, I think.
Oh, chat does hear us.
3? Okay.
Yeah, they do hear us. Yeah, I know for sure we had 3. I don't know if we reached 4.
I don't think it's quite 4.